All right, this is fourth grade math for Thursday, February 15th. We are on lesson 64, so please turn in your books to the top of page 412 where it says new concept. So we're going to be dividing today, and we're going to use a paper and pencil method for dividing a two-digit number by a one-digit number. Okay, follow along as Raina reads the problem there for me in italics, that paragraph.
So the 78.
Yep.
The 78 fifth graders at Washington School will be divided equally among 3 classrooms. How many students will be in each classroom?
Okay, among 3 rooms. All right, so I have written down, as Raina read it, I have written down the information that I might need to solve this. Is there anything up here I don't need? Yep. I don't need to know that it's 5th graders. That's just extra number information. So, right, it's just extra information that can confuse us. So we have 78 students that we want to divide amongst 3 rooms. So I'm dividing, it tells us that, right? So what problem am I going to write?
3 divided by 78.
3 divided by 78?
No, 78 divided by 3.
Yep. 78 divided by 3. Okay, and we haven't done a problem like this before. You've just always divided, this can go into this whole number equally. Okay? So
sometimes when we do written practice, we have a remainder of how many left over.
Yep. So sometimes there's a remainder. So this is kind of the next step, okay? So when we have a single digit going into 2 digits, we have to look first at the first digit. Can 3 go into 7? Is it bigger than 3? Yep, then it can go into 7. How many times can 3 go into 7?
2.
3 times what gets us close? 2. I'm going to put right up above that 7 the number 2. I'm not going to put it over here because we'll deal with this number later. Okay? 3 can go into 7 2 times. And now we just follow our regular dad, mom, sister, brother, right? Mm-hmm. Dad, mom, sister, brother, and then Rex, our dog.
Brother?
Yeah, this is where we're going to get brother in there. All right, so we've done our dad divide. Now we need to do our mother multiply. 2 times 3 is? 6. And again, I'm working with this one, so I go right below it. Sister. And now we're going to do sister subtract. And we're just working with this one. We're not working with the 8 at all yet.
So what?
7 minus 6 is 1. And now here's where brother comes in. Brother, bring down. That means we have this number and we need to bring it down to here. That's brother, bring down. Okay? So then we basically start over again. Okay? I'm going to put a dotted line there because if this number is smaller than this one, then it's a remainder. But this number is bigger than this one, which means that we can start all over again. We can ask ourselves, does 3 go into 18? Can I multiply something times 3 to equal close to 18
6.
or equal 18? I can. So how many times? 3 goes into 18? 6 times. And then I repeat, mother multiply. 6 times 3 is? 18. Sister subtract.
0.
Move that
So
down.
there's not a remainder.
Sorry, Lux.
It's just a 0.
Nope, there's no remainder. 0 is no remainder. So my answer is, how many students will be in each classroom?
26.
26 students. Hang on 1 second. She's got it. Oop, I don't know what I did there. Lux, I'm gonna pause for a sec. All right, back at it. Okay, so we have 78 divided by 3, and we say it's 26. How can we check to see if we're correct in our multiplication? I'm sorry, in our division.
You multiply?
We multiply, right? So we would multiply our quotient, our answer, by the divisor. So 26 times 3. And what should it equal?
23 times 3 is
What should it equal?
18.
No. What should it equal?
26. Or 78.
It should equal 78. Let's see.
Whoa,
So we know our answer is correct. Good. All right. We have another problem. Tacey, could you read example 1 on page 413, please?
An 87-acre field is divided into 3 equal parts. A different crop will be planted in each part. How many acres is one part of the field?
Okay. So 87 acres is divided into 3 equal parts, and it wants to know how many acres will be in each part. No extra information to cross off. What number sentence will I write?
You write 87
7 divided by 3 equals
87 divided by 3.
All right, 87 divided by 3. I've written my problem out. Now again, I can't count up by 3s and get to 87 with what we've done, right? 12 times 3 is 36. That's the highest we go. It's going to be more than that. So then we look at the first number. Does 3 go into 8 or get close to without going over? 3 times what gets close to 8? 3 times 2. Mother multiply is 6. What's next?
Then 6 minus
Subtract. 8 minus 6.
equals
equals
2.
2.
My next step is
Brother
bring down. And I want to see that arrow. I want to see that arrow in your work, okay? So that you remember what to do. Now, does 3 go into 27? Or 3 times what gets us
9.
to 27 or close to? 9. And 9 times 3 is?
9 times 3 is
27.
27.
And that
I
equals
have to
0.
keep going, sister, subtract. I have to keep going until I either get 0 or a number that's smaller than my divisor, okay? Because if it's bigger than my divisor, I can keep going again, okay? I start over, but my remainder is 0. So 29, what would my label be?
Acres.
Acres, because I want to know how many acres are in each section. And now I'm going to check my work to make sure I did it correctly. Tacey, how do I do that?
You multiply.
Multiply. 29 times 3, and my answer should be?
87.
Should be 87.
9 times 3 is 7 times 2 is 8.
Yep. All right. There is no remainder because 87 is a multiple of 3. It goes in there evenly, okay? Oh, there's a trick that you can know with 3s. There's a trick to know before I even start.
What is
This trick works with multiplying by 3s, but only with multiplying by 3s, okay? If my divisor is 3, I can take this number plus this number
15.
equals 15. Now, do I know easily in my head, does 3 go into 15 evenly?
Yep.
Yep, it does. So if 3 goes into the answer, the sum, when I add those digits together, then I know there won't be a remainder, okay? Only works with 3, I think. Yep. All right, top of page 414, example 2. Raina, can you read it for me?
140. 4 students can sit in each row of seats in a school bus. 38 students are getting on the bus. If each student sits in the first available seat, what is the reasonable estimate of the number of rows of seats that will be filled?
Okay. And it's asking for a reasonable estimate. What am I going to do with one or more of my numbers?
Round.
I'm going to round, okay? So there's 38 students, 4 students, what was it? 4 students per row, okay? So here's my first row, my second row, my third row. There's 4, 8, 12, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. What problem would I write if I was just outright writing this one, not estimating? There's 38 students, 4 students per row.
38 times 4?
Nope.
Or 38 divided by 4?
38 divided by 4. But it's wanting me to estimate, which means that I'm not going to have a remainder. Does 4 go evenly into 38? No, it does not. Okay. What number close to 38 does 4 go into?
36.
36? Yep. So we could either round 38 to 36. If that's the case, 4 goes into 36 how many times?
9.
9. So there might be 9 rows filled. What's another number close to 38 that 4 goes into?
40.
40. If we had chosen to round to 40, 4 goes into 40 how many times?
10.
10. Either answer would be acceptable, either 9 rows or 10 rows, because 36 is 2 less than 38, and 40 is 2 more than 38. So we could round to either one of them. Okay? All right. Example 3 is talking about that trick that I just gave you. Which of these numbers can be divided by 3 with no remainder? Can we do 56? What was my trick? What do we do with the 2 numbers?
You add them?
We add them together. 5 plus 6 is 11. Does 3 go into 11?
No.
Is 11 one of the numbers we say when we count by 3?
Yes.
Nope.
3, 6, 9, 12. Nope, we skipped right over 11. Okay? How about 64? What is 6 plus 4?
10.
10. Do we say 10 when we count by 3s? Nope. 45. 4 plus 5 is?
That was 9.
Do we say 9 when we count by 3s? Yep, so we definitely know that one is. How about 73? 7 plus 3 is 10?
No.
Nope, that one doesn't work.
45.
Has to be 45. Good. All right, that trick only works with multiplying by 3s. Go ahead and do your lesson practice A through I.
I need a paper.
Yep. That's it. Lux A through I on the back of your page, and then go ahead and do the written practice. And don't forget, I am missing, you had one assignment that you were late on. I need to make sure that you're done with the assignment that was due today, and you'll have this one to do as well. Thanks.